Welcome back to Santagato Studios. It is November, which means it is the month of mustaches, and this week we are going to be ranking famous mustaches that we found on the internet and just kind of tearing them off. I've made some tiers here, and we're gonna see where they fall. Some of these faces you might recognize, some of them are pretty new. The bottom tier we have is labeled light it on fire and watch it die. So if it's a shit mustache, and sometimes you see someone like, there was a couple of kids when I was in 8th grade, and I was like, ew, that's disgusting. The next tier we have is would not have sex with. So if it's a mustache that is like, okay, I'm not gonna set it on fire, but definitely not for me, not my type, that's where that's gonna go. The next tier we have is wouldn't not have sex with it. You know what I mean? Some days you have low standards, or some days it's like Valentine's Day and you're by yourself and you're like, fuck it, I'll ride this thing. You know what I mean? The next tier is, ooh, this is getting me a little wet. Okay, so that's a mustache that I kind of like. That's turning me on a little bit. And then obviously the top tier we have is full-on rocket ship ride to the moon. You know what I mean? Grab hold of those handlebars and just fucking ride it all the way to the sun. Let's get started. All right, first we have this older gentleman who has what appears to be a clam on his face. This guy has a fucking upside down mustache and a regular mustache at the same time. Very strange, but I'm not going to lie, I would sit on it. So I'm gonna put this guy in would not have sex with it. I wouldn't have sex with it. I think that it's kind of disgusting. I would sit on it for comfort, but not for pleasure. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between those two things. I'm not gonna fuck this guy. Next here we have Albert Einstein, very famous man. You know, he's a scholar. He's got just a regular old classic mustache. It's not really put together, but that was kind of his vibe. You know what I mean? His hair was fucking stupid, and like that was kind of charming about him. He was famously messy. So I would put that in wouldn't not have sex with it. You know what I mean? Also, it's Albert Einstein, bro. E equals MC squared. Like, I'm nailing this dude. Gandalf, bro. Smash. Gandalf, I kind of like this, like an old wise man. And I've always had a thing for magicians. Not that he's a magician, but he's similar to it. I'm gonna put this in. This is getting me a little wet. Now we have I'm assuming, random dude from what looks like Greenpoint, Brooklyn. He's got one of the twirlies, which I kind of like, and then and a stupid hat. Ultimately, I'm gonna put this in wouldn't not have sex with it, only because if you have a twirly mustache, you're probably annoying. Still good, still like it, and I respect it too. I really do respect that mustache a lot. So good for him. So next we have Ben Stiller's character in Dodgeball, famous mustache, got some handlebar action going on with a little soul patch. And I have a soft spot for the soul patch because that was the first facial hair that I ever grew. Actually, that's not true. I did the chin. I just had chin hair, and I thought that looked really good for like 2 months until some girl's like, why do you do that? And I was like, and I never did it again. But I like this. I would say this is getting me a little wet. Also, he has a little anger in his eyes. I'm like, okay.
Hold on, don't go anywhere. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and I think that therapy is something that everyone should be doing. I myself have been in therapy for years now, and it is amazing. BetterHelp has matched 3 million people online with vetted therapists and professionals. Plus, it is affordable, way more affordable than in-person therapy, especially if you don't have insurance. All you have to do is go on their site, fill out a brief questionnaire, and then they will match you with a therapist. If you think that match isn't for you, you can easily switch to another one and find the best match for you. No waiting rooms, no traffic, nothing. On top of it already being more affordable than in-person therapy, you can save 10% on your first month if you go to betterhelp.com/Santagato. Okay, so go to betterhelp.com/Santagato, save that 10% off your first month, and start your therapy journey today.
Next, we have this man, which this is like a classic, not connected, just like long and like from the outsides. And I'll be honest with you, dude, just doesn't do it for me. I think I would get a lot of joy on watching this thing burn. So I'm gonna put it in light it on fire and watch it die. Not for me. I think it looks too much for me. It reminds me of a samurai, and I'm not really into swords or violence, to be honest. I'm a puppy. Next, we have Colonel Sanders. Okay, and this is a famous old, probably racist man. Good chicken though, good chicken. I'll put him in the fucking I would not have sex with Colonel Sanders or his mustache. I think that it's too much. Just the goatee, I would have bumped you up. Next here we have this, whatever the fuck this is. It looks like a squid. Normally people see this and they go, wow, that's really cool. Me? Burn it, bro. Light it on fire, watch it die. I think it looks fucking stupid. Like, you look like a circus act. Like, burn that shit. I'm done with that. Oh, now we got young Burt Reynolds. This guy's a rocket. But will I rocket ship ride this to the moon? Will I? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Ooh, Mythbusters. Did this guy die?
No, a lot of them did though.
This fucking hat is so fucking stupid, dude. I don't know why he wears this beret all the time. I hope there's not like a reason I'll feel bad for. I think that I hope that he just likes it and he thinks that it's like a cool style, because I think this shit sucks. Not for me. I would put this in would not have sex with. I just not for me, bro. What the fuck am I looking at now? Burning it, like off the bat, burning this. Be a normal person. You know what I mean? Don't have these. It looks like a roller coaster. What? I don't even know what this next one is. This person doesn't even have a fucking mustache. What is that? And I don't know who the fuck that is, but he doesn't even have a mustache, so we're gonna fucking light him on fire. Next, we have Post Malone. Is his facial hair that cool? Not really. Especially in this photo. And this photo is like when he first came out and he had kind of like a chin strap, which, ew. This isn't for me. No. I'm gonna say would not have sex with this Post Malone. The current day Post Malone, railing him, dude. But this one, no, not for me. Don't like it. This guy. Oh my God! I love this guy. I don't even know who it is. I should know who it is. I know he's a famous dude. His mustache is so fire. This might be the best mustache on the list. Full-on rocket ship ride to the moon. Guy's a fucking rocket ship, and he has cool flowy hair. And his voice is dope. He has like a southern, like cowboy type of vibe to him. I really like it. So that one's fucking fire. Mario. Not for me, bro. I've always liked Luigi more, to be honest with you. He's more fit. You know what I mean? More my type. He's a little passive. I like to dominate a little bit. I feel like Mario would have so many, like, he would have too many opinions about stuff. I hate that. Then we have Steve Harvey. I'm gonna put this in. This is getting me a little wet. Because Steve Harvey's mustache is probably the most well-groomed thing on this side of the Mississippi, honestly. Or that side of the Mississippi. I don't know if he's East Coast or West Coast. His shit looks like Velcro. That's how like crisp it is. I'm convinced this motherfucker gets it touched up every day. It's never out of place. Same length. It like kind of sparkles sometimes. Like sometimes I'm watching Family Feud, I'm like, fuck, and I can't pay attention. I'm like, fuck, man, that shit is gleaming right now. Next we have Yosemite Sam, I think his name is. Bad boy. 2 guns on him. On his shit at all times. Long mustache. I'm gonna put this in wouldn't not have sex with, because, and obviously this whole video is like if I was a gay man who rode faces. Which I'm not, by the way, Dad, if you're watching this. The Monopoly Man. This could be the hottest cartoon old man we've ever created. He's got money, he's rich, he's got a cane, dresses well, his stash is well kept, and it's a good length. And I do like this little like very white, like fluffy sort of like mustache. I'm gonna put this in, this is getting me a little wet. Who the fuck is this? Like Ulysses S. Grant or something? I don't know who the fuck this is. Looks like a general. I don't know. And also his mustache is absolutely disgusting. It looks like, what the fuck is that? It looks like he's got Saturn's rings of hair around his face. He's also bald on top. I'm going to light this on fire and watch it die. This man has a forehead mustache. I'm not gonna light it on fire just for the creativity. I'm gonna put that in would not have sex with. Not for me. Would not have sex. Disgusting. Charlie Chaplin. I like Charlie Chaplin. I love movies. You know, I think that he's great. But there's someone else in the history of the world who had the same stash, and I'm just gonna say he had some opinions, and we're just gonna light it on fire and watch it die to be safe. Okay, because right now it's a little topical, and it's also, it just doesn't look good. I don't know who this is. This guy looks like he died in the Titanic. Oh, he's got like an evil. This is like a evil Halloween movie type of mustache. It's very sharp, and it looks like hooks. I kind of fuck with it too. I wish I didn't. I'm gonna put this right into would it not? Would it not? I don't necessarily like it, but there's something about it. Keeps me honest, keeps me grounded. Next we have Dr. Phil. Burn, easily burn. Burn him. His shit is just weird. I don't know. Something about his teeth. His teeth look fake. They probably are. His hair, what's left of it, and his mustache is like, it's all the combination of everything. I'm just like, I don't know. Also, I think his show is fake. So, what are you going to do? Next, we have my brother Keith Santagato, which I am contractually obligated to put this in would not have sex with. But I may light it on fire. No. I'm going to put this in would not have sex with because incest. Next, we have the car from Cars. Reminds me of like Gomez Adams, you know what I mean? Like real smooth and like something about sex. I would put this in I wouldn't not have sex with this car. He's got a vibe for some reason. He's got like a cool vibe. Certain people can pull off that mustache, and Gomez Adams is one of them, and this fucking car is the other. Now we have Hulk Hogan. Legendary mustache, dude. I'm gonna fucking ride you to the moon, brother. For all the straight men out there like myself, we don't have to lie here. This is the most grabbable and ride mustaches of all time. You just got it at that point. Then we have this guy who has a double mustache. We're gonna go ahead and fucking light that up. Light that on fire, burn it to the ground. That's fucking stupid. And lastly here, we have Freddie Mercury. Isn't it obvious that this is going to be a full-on rocket ship ride to the moon? I mean, it's Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury, just a sexy man, dude. Voice of an angel, voice of our generation. Well, not mine, but a generation for sure. Only 4 people in the top tier: Burt Reynolds, old cowboy guy, Hulk Hogan, and Freddie Mercury. I think those are heavy hitters, and everyone knows it. I think that if those aren't in your top tier, there's something wrong with you. You can actually go on tiermaker.com and find this ranking system and do your own rankings and send them to us. It's called the Santagato Studios Movember tier list. So type that into tiermaker.com and you will find it, make your own, and send it to us. And if those 4 aren't in your top, I'm going to flip out. But that is all. We'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos.